2, 3, 4. You want to play like that? You have come to the right place. Welcome y bienvenido a todos. We'd like to start this video off by paying a special tribute of love and respect to the people of the Caribbean, and especially Cuba, who brought us all these wonderful rhythms that we are going to share with you. But first, I have a secret. I've never been to Cuba. I was born naked in Managua, Nicaragua in 1954. And I learned most of these rhythms playing in the streets of San Francisco. So whoever you are and wherever you come from, you are welcome right here. I have had the privilege of studying with the grandmasters of the Conga. Armando Peraza, Pete and Coke Escovedo, Roberto Borel of Cuba, John Santos, and many more. And the single most important principle that they gave me and that I want to give you is mano secreta. Mano secreta means secret hand. And the secret is this: loose wrist, relaxed forearm, relaxed shoulder. Mano secreta, that's the secret. Mano secreta applies to every sound that you make on the drum. Now watch my wrist as I demonstrate the 4 basic sounds. Bass, open, muff, slap. Now check this out. I'm not going to make any sounds. I'm just going to sit here and move my wrist up and down so that you get a better idea of what I mean. You see that? That's how relaxed that should be. That feels good. It'll make it a lot easier for you to play. Now the thing is, you got to make me a promise here. You don't want to be playing like this. You'll get tired and you'll hurt yourself. And if you expect to be drumming for a long time, like people like Armando Peraza who have drummed for a lifetime, you have got to not do that. So remember, mano secreta. Now, let me do it for you in slow motion and take another look at my wrist. Looks good, huh? We want to show you some principles regarding sitting and playing. My friend Al is going to show you some right now.
Okay. First thing, get a comfortable chair or bench to sit on. And it should be at about the height where the head of the drum hits you around here, a couple inches below your solar plexus. Then, the most important thing is tilt the drum away from your body because you want to let the sound come out the bottom. Now, if you're playing on carpet like I am right now, you might want to take a board, slide it under the drum, and that'll make the drum resonate more if the carpet is soaking up too much sound. So you get the drum tilted away from you, and if you can find the point where it'll almost balance by itself, then all you're going to need to do is gently steady it with your legs and your ankles, and it'll stay there. You shouldn't have to grip the drums with your thighs. You don't want to do that because that's going to put a lot of tension into your body, and you want to stay loose everywhere when you play. If you're still having trouble keeping the drum in place, maybe because the drum is very wide and you have short legs, then Jorge's got an extra tip for you that might help you out.
Cuban master conga player Francisco Agavea, believe it or not, he showed me this. Bungee cord. These drums are always slipping out. You'll be playing for a long time and you'll get excited and stuff. You're playing along. So what you do is you take a bungee cord, put it on a hook there, thread it underneath. I felt that coming. You buy a bungee cord at bicycle shop and you thread it underneath your legs and you put it on a hook on each side of the drum, like so. Tip the drum, voila. You've got a drum that's supported, and if you've got back problems like I do, it's a great help because it takes the pressure off of your back and it puts it on your legs, but also it won't be moving around. Now you're ready to learn your first technique, the open tone. The open tone is the sweetest sound because it's responsible for much of the melody that you hear on the conga drums. Look at my fingers, how they bounce off the drum. It's faster than the eye can see. And again, focus on my wrist. Are you noticing where I'm landing? I'm landing right here. I want to make that clear for you because this really works for me. So I've got a marker here, and it's at the bottom of my fingers. Right there. Right there. See that? See? On the rim, crease on the rim. And then your fingers bounce up. Look at it again. And then the tone rings out that way. And you get a nice clear tone. Now I'm going to add the other hand. And I want you to check out the position that I'm in. And that is the V position. And the reason you want to be in that V position is because your thumbs do not have anything to do with producing sound on the conga drums. See this? On the drums. Crease of fingers on the rim, V shape, thumbs are off. And again, don't forget, Mano secreta. I'm going to do some open tones for you real slow. Watch me. Now you do it. Let's do it together. Now we're ready to try our first traditional rhythm, calypso. This is the high drum part, and it utilizes the open tone, which we just learned. One and two and three and four and one and two and three and four and tone, 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 tone. Now you try it.
All right, I'm going to take a minute to talk about touches. The touches are a beautiful, gentle stroke on the drum, and they're just what their name implies. All you do is touch your fingers to the drum. I'm hitting with the fingerprint part of my fingers, the pads. You can play it back here in the same position where you play the open tones, or you can play it up here with your hands on the drum. Now in the calypso part, the high drum part that Jorge just showed you, with just two open tones, there's a lot of space in between every pair of open tones. At first, it can be hard to know exactly how long that time is, how big that space is. So that's where touches come in handy as a timekeeping device for you to keep your place in the rhythm and to keep flowing steadily. So now I'm going to play that same high drum part with the touches added, and watch that all that I'm going to do is, after I've made the tones, I'm just going to let my fingers fall to the drum, right in that spot. If you get going faster, helps you keep your place.
Okay, check it out. Let me give you the calypso middle part. This is on the conga. The last one was on the quinto. I'm going to give it to you half and half, and then we'll put them both together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and tone, 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 tone. Now the second half. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and... So I'm going to put both halves together, and you say tone at home. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now we're all going to try it together. I'm going to bring Betsy, Scott, and Al. And we really tried to find a calypso band in November in Minnesota. Couldn't find one. So we're going to give you the flavor of it by adding the drum machine. We hope you like it. Calypso! Join us! Aha! Look, everyone, this is a key part of the video because we're going to show you the slap. Now, the slap is an important one because you guys do more damage to your hands on the slap than any other tone. Why? Because you're all in a rush. You try to learn the slap like this. And you don't allow yourself the time to listen. And you really got to listen. So let me go through it with you guys step by step. Fingertips, cupped hand, chubby part of the hand on the rim, loose wrist, relaxed forearm, relaxed shoulders. That is the mano secreta way to get the slap. You notice it's like a whip, and you grab. It's the tone with the most bite. And you might notice that I'm doing it on a tumba. There's a big reason for that. This is another tip that Armando gave me. If you practice your slap tone on the tumba, it's harder. It's harder to get a sound out of the tumba. But by practicing it on the tumba, when you go to the other drums, it'll have a lot more bite. Now we're going to show you 2 isometric exercises that are going to help you produce this slap sound. This may look a little strange to you, but check this out. Get your hand cupped in the position like you were going to make a slap sound. Tip your drum and do this. Now what this does is it gets your hand used to that position, and you'll memorize it, and you won't have to think about it when you go to slap. Now this next exercise, this is when we're going over the top. When you're driving along in your car, grab the steering wheel with one hand, and I like to call this exercise adios. Drive along, go like this for as long as you can, and you will start to feel that in your forearm. What you're doing here is you're trying to get those muscles so that when you go to make the slap sound, you can grip the drum strong. People driving by you are probably going to look at you a little strange, but maybe you'll make some new friends. Then, after you've got this one worked out, grab the steering wheel here and do this hand. And wave adios, adios, buenos dias. It will help, I promise you. So then, let's get back to the slap. Nice and easy. Very important. Avoid drum circle masochism. Those of you guys who are playing in drum circles, not just you guys, but I have met a lot of you, and you're doing your hands in. You're only given one set of paws. So you got to take care of them, because if you don't, you might wind up like this conga caballero. Check this out. Now my friend Raul has got some things to share with you on this subject. What kind of a playing tip do you have for our audience today in regards to damage to your hands with high volume music?
Well, the best thing I could recommend is using drums that are the loudest you can get. I think the fiberglass drums are the loudest you can get, and also the synthetic heads that are being made nowadays are also a lot louder and less damaging to your hands. That plus proper amplification, good monitors, good microphones, and I know for myself, a lot of people, have seen me play where they see me playing really hard, which is really not proper technique. That's more show, and also out of necessity because of the fact that the volume is so loud playing right next to Carlos, that it's important that I'm heard. So don't use me as an example. Please, for the people that are beginning to play, if you start to hurt your hands, let up, and take a little break. Even if it takes a day or two. It usually takes about 48 hours for the tissues in your hands to rebuild. So if you take one whole day off, the following day your hands won't hurt.
Now we want to show you one of my favorite rumbas. This is the one that's played during Carnaval in Cuba, and it's called Comparsa de Conga, Conga for short. This is the high drum part. One and two and three and four and one and two and three and four and one and two and three and four and. I'll slow it down. It goes touch, touch, slap, slap, touch, touch, tone, tone, touch, touch, slap, slap, touch, touch, tone, tone. Now I'm going to give you the middle drum part. And this one, when it's played right, it's very funky. So I'm going to go really slow for you because it's kind of a tough one. One and two and three, four. 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 It's beautiful. Now before I teach you the low drum part or the tumbadora part, I got to take a moment here to show you the bass tone. The bass tone is struck right here, guys, right here, the chubby part of the hand on the head, right there, not back here. That hurts, right there. Watch this. You see the drop of the wrist? Relax. This is another one that I see you guys going. Don't hurt yourself, man. You've only got a little bit of muscle and tissue and all that stuff. Again, slowly. It's a drop. Que rico. Facility. Ease. Now we're going to go to the low drum part. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Now we're going to put it all together with everyone. Comparsa de Conga, que rico. But we are going to play it slower than it's normally played, so that you guys can listen to all the parts separately. Because I know when I was trying to figure out parts on Eddie Palmieri records, man, that stuff was hard because it was so fast, you couldn't hear the separation. So enjoy it, and by the way, join us, play along. A gozar!
And I'd like to introduce the clave. Ka, 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 ka.
I'm going to talk about clave for a minute. The clave is so critical to these rhythms. These rhythms are like jigsaw puzzles, and in order to know how all the pieces fit together, you need the key, and that's this clave pattern. Now first, let's look at how to hold the clave sticks. If you're right-handed, you want to take your left hand and make a little platform that'll support the stick so that there's space in here so the stick can resonate. And your thumb is down low enough so that you don't smack it with the other stick when you play. Don't grip it like a baseball bat, but keep some space in your hand so the stick can resonate. Now, you heard Molly, our daughter Molly, play the son clave. She's grown up hearing the clave in her house since about the age of 3. If you haven't grown up in a house like that, like I didn't, for example, then it helps to count it out. So I'm going to count out the rumba clave, the clave that's going to go with the rhythms we're going to show you in this next segment. Here's how it goes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now, this clave rhythm, as I mentioned, is so important. It's the reference rhythm for all the other drummers. It's got a sound that cuts through so that you can listen to it. If you're playing any drum part, you can listen to it to know where you are. If you get lost, you can listen to it to find your way back. But if it's the reference rhythm for all the other parts, if you're playing clave, what's your reference rhythm? The reference rhythm that I like to use when I'm playing the clave is the pulse. And by the pulse, I mean that fundamental beat that comes through the rhythm that the dancers will use to tell them when their feet are going to hit the ground. That's what you'd feel if you were out on the dance floor. And in the rhythms in 4 that we've been showing you, that pulse falls on 1 and 3, the way we've been counting it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when I play the clave, that's going to guide me where those clave notes fall. The first one comes together with the pulse. But then it comes before the second pulse. So it's going to be ka, 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 ka. Use that and it'll help you keep your time when you're playing clave. As a matter of fact, keeping the pulse in your body while you play is a good idea no matter what instrument you're playing. Drum, shaker, cowbell, whatever it is. If you keep that pulse going, you're going to have the dance inside your body, even if the dancers aren't there.
Let me show you one more tone. It's called the muffled tone. And it lands in the exact same crease as the open tone. Remember that? On the rim, the only thing that you do is you flatten your fingers so you create that dampening sound. Don't forget, watch my wrist, forearm, and shoulder. One more time. Did you hear that? Very important to utilize the muff tone because then you have more variety. Many congueros don't use it that often. Take the time to learn it, please. Now, one more thing I want to point out. See how my thumb is out of the way? When you get into that V position like before, like we've done with the other tones, we want to apply the muffled tone to a rhythm here. But first I want to introduce a motion which we haven't used in the video yet, and that is heel, tip, heel, tip. This rhythm is the low drum part, the tumbao, the foundation of the rumba. And it goes like this. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 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 Now I'm going to play it a little faster, and I'm going to have Al play clave along with me. You can play along at home if you like.
I'm going
going to show you a middle drum part for the rhythm rumba. And you've already learned all the tones that you're going to need to make this rhythm, but I'm going to go over them for you. You're going to have a heel, a touch or a toe, and one tone in the right hand. Let me play it for you once and then I'll slow it down. Okay, slow it down and I'll count it for you. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 3 and 4 and. Now, I'm going to break it down by stroke. Heel, heel, toe, toe, heel, heel, toe, toe, tone, toe, toe, heel, heel, toe, toe. Heel, heel, toe, toe, tone, toe, toe, heel, heel, toe, toe. Okay? There are two things to remember about this rhythm. One is that you're going to be alternating hands throughout the rhythm. The only place you're not going to alternate hands is right after the tone in the right hand. It's the one place where it's going to go right, right. Watch it one more time and just pay attention to how that works. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left. Al, why don't you join me now on clave so people can feel where the clave falls with this rhythm. The thing to notice is where the tone falls in relation to clave. The tone is going to fall in the middle of the clave pattern right after the third note. So listen for that. Middle drum part, rumba.
Rumba, Betsy. Hey, it's very exciting for me to have Raul Rico participating in this video. We've known each other since we were 14. And through the bad times and the good times, there was something that kept us going. Congas. When we heard Santana for the first time on the very first record, the first song, Waiting, and we heard this. We didn't know it at the time, but we were listening to rumba. When Chepito Arez and Mike Carabello played that stuff, the hairs on the back of our necks stood up, and we were hooked for life. What I'd like to do in this lesson is break that down and give you the essence of rumba on 2 drums. Let's start with something that I taught you earlier. Remember that tumbao? I'm playing it here on the high drum. Now I'm going to substitute this drum for the muffled tone. One, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Now we're going to flesh it out a little bit. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, The usual way to set up two drums is with the low tumbadora on the right, if you're a right-handed player, and the conga in the middle. If you're a lefty, you want the reverse. You want your tumba over here and your conga always in the middle. Now, I want to talk to you about tuning. This is the way that I like to tune my drums. Here comes the bride. Do dee dee dee. Never fails me. I always remember. Now I want to get into the fluidity. It's always important to stay low when you're playing fast because you want to cut down on the movement. So now that I've shown you rumba abierta, otherwise known as rumba casino, I want to talk to you about the groove. The groove is the magical thing that happens when you're playing in time, and it affects everything around you, and you start to feel good, and people around you start to feel good. So remember, always play in time and get into a groove because you never know what will happen. Now we'd like to show you some bomba. Bomba comes from Puerto Rico, and I have been to Puerto Rico. As a matter of fact, I lost a contact lens snorkeling there. But we want to try a little something here that you can try at home. If you can say it, you can play it. So this low drum part I'm going to teach you goes like this. Pa, bo, bo, do, pa, bo, do, bo, do, pa, bo, bo, do, pa, bo, do, bo, do, pa, bo, bo, do, pa, bo, do, bo, do. Are you feeling that? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 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 Bomba.
Now I'm going to show you the high drum part for bomba. I'm going to start by saying it the way I play it. And in fact, drummers often use this kind of drum language to talk to each other. Let's say we were getting together and I wanted you to play this part and you couldn't remember what the bomba high drum part was. I might say, it's this one. Do 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 to ah do 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 to ah do 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 to ah do 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 to ah. So everybody has their own style of vocalizing these rhythms. You pick your own way, but it's good if you say it because you don't have to think about your hands, and it's a good way to learn. So now I'm going to break it down for you on the drum. I'll count it first. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. All right, a little slower. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and bass, tone, 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 bass. Slap, bass, tone, 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 bass. Slap, bass, tone, 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 bass. Slap, bass. Now, when I play this fast, I put in touches to help me keep time, just as we were talking about earlier. So when I'm playing this fast, it's going to be bass, tone, 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 bass, touch, touch, slap. Got 2 touches in there to help me keep my hands flowing, help me stay in time. Bass, tone, 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 bass, touch, touch, slap. Bass, tone, 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 bass, touch, touch, slap. Now let's get everybody out here to play bomba.
One of the great things about conga rhythms is that you can play them on djembe too, and they sound really good. And you can play sitting down or standing up.
Now we are going to enter the magical world of 6/8. Very unfamiliar territory for those of us who've grown up listening just to rock and pop music. It's a whole different world. The key to 6/8 is the cowbell, just as the clave was the key to 4/4. The bell often serves the function in 6/8 rhythms that the clave serves in 4/4. So first let's look at how to hold the bell. If you want the bell to ring out, leave space in your hand here so that your palm isn't flat up against the bell. That way the bell will ring out. If it's too loud and you want to mute it, then go ahead and grip it. All right? Now I'm going to show you the basic 6/8 bell pattern that's used in much of Afro-Cuban rhythms. I count it as 2 measures of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. this pattern is the key to the bembe rhythms that we're now going to show you. So we're going to try to play all those drum parts with the bell. Now the middle drum part for the bembe rhythm that we're going to play for you. Here's the basic part. Now let's break down the techniques I'm using. First, a heel toe in the left hand, heel toe, then the tone in the right, then my left hand just drops to the drum head, and it's doing that to prepare me for the slap in the right hand. And when your hand is on the drum head, when your other hand is on the drum head when you play a slap, it's going to make a slightly tighter sound, crisper sound. So that's the function of that, what we call the drop. And then I'm going to finish with a touch in the left hand before the cycle starts over again. I'll count it this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, Betsy, why don't you join me? Play the cowbell.
I'm going to show you the low drum part for bembe, but before I do, I just wanted to mention I really like the tip that Jorge gave you for the bungee cord. I find it most comfortable to just hook it under one leg and then attach it on the side. You can see it. Okay, this low drum part, I'm going to break it down for you. It goes like this. Bass slap, bass tone, tone, bass slap, bass tone, tone, bass slap, bass tone, tone, bass slap, bass tone, tone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Al, you want to join me on cowbell?
All right.
Okay. Maybe we'll pick it up a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. There you go. Now you guys try it.
I'd like to show you the high drum part, the quinto part, for the bembe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tone slap, tone slap, tone slap, tone slap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When you play for a long time, you tend to put a lot of wear on the hand that's slapping. So you want ambidexterity. You want the ability to play with the other side. Can you guys say ambidexterity? Because I practiced it for this video. Ambidexterity. That means you can play the equal from the right to the left. Same pattern, starting with the left. Now on this last one, I'm going to have Al join me. I'm going to play it a little bit faster, and I'm going to do a combination where it's going to go right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right. Bembe.
Well, this is the end. Thanks a lot, and we'd just like to say goodbye with a little song featuring my cousin Dan. Here's Take Me Out to the Ball Game. So take care of your hands. You might want to do that someday.
Thanks, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.